You couldn't get arrested.
Yeah, they can't really arrest you for putting stickers places. Well, I mean, like, as long as you're not a butthole about it, like, I can put them kind of wherever I feel like. But I don't know. It's if somebody were to stop me, I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'll take that down." Like, I'm not the punk that's gonna be like, "Oh, why don't you try and catch me? Because I can't run that far." You know what I mean?
Holy crap! Did she go to the? Did Samantha do the lock-in?
Yeah, she helped out with the login last night, so I stayed home, played Apex, and like made stickers.
No, you had a boy. You had a boys' night, except it was just a boy night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna ask and see if you wanted to hang out, but I took Samantha to dinner before she left for the lock-in, and like I didn't get home till like 8:30 because like Goodies had a sale, and I got some new Levi's and a Wrangler shirt, or not a Wrangler shirt, it was a Carhartt. But yeah, so I didn't get home till later, so I was like, I'll play Apex ranked and then color in some stickers I made. Also, we're recording. We could keep this stuff in. I don't care either way.
Okay, you haven't done the introduction yet. So.
Yeah, okay. Speaking of that, Chris, thank you. This is another episode of Better Than Static. I'm your host, Tyler, per usual. And with me, I have my two buddies. This time we have two buddies. I have two buddies this time. Lucas is back. Say hey, Lucas.
Hey, I'm back.
Oh.
What were you going to say? And then my other friend, Chris.
Yo.
What were you wanting to say before the intro?
Okay, I've discovered something disgusting.
Okay, I don't know if I want to know, but I kind of want to know. The curiosity.
Thursday.
Okay.
Sometimes you got to go to the bathroom at work because your body calls, nature calls, right?
Yeah.
Some barbarian is wiping boogers on the stall.
No, gross.
Was what?
Wiping boogers in the stall, on the stall walls at my
that's
place of
disgusting.
employment. What the heck?
Like, at that point, you're sitting down or whatever.
You've got toilet paper.
Yeah, I
right
know
there?
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I was about to say. You literally have something to wipe your nose with.
Yep.
Directly to your right or left.
Here's
whichever way.
my only hesitation about using the toilet paper for your nose purposes is it's got fecal matter that has sprayed on it, so you have to like unroll it a little bit before you touch your nose to it.
Okay. Well, then if he already didn't have any holds of or whatever of picking your nose, he could have picked his nose and then wiped it on the
true.
toilet
Like,
paper.
but like what I'm
As
saying,
long
if
as
you're
wash
gonna
your hands, yeah.
yeah, or
Yeah.
like, but like my thing
But
is,
if they're doing that, they're not washing their hands.
yeah,
Yeah, true.
But if you're gonna blow your nose, you need to unroll that a little bit and get like fresh.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't just be doing that stuff that's been hanging there. That's how you get infections. But also, don't touch the stall wall. That's also how you get infections. Because here, I guarantee the dude picked his nose, wiped it, same finger, went back in. Dude's got some problems.
Why?
Some people,
I don't
man.
understand. Like,
It's
like these are adults.
no,
Yeah.
listen. There's people that can't hit the hole at my office on a urinal.
Okay, this is a minor gripe, but there is one guy that he'll go into the stall to pee, but he doesn't close the door.
But he doesn't go like full like pants down. It's like he keeps it up.
No. But I'm like,
Even if there's a urinal open?
okay. No, I think the only times I've seen him do it is if there is no urinal open. At least
Okay.
close the door.
I mean, as long as he's not going full pants down, like like little kids do.
Well, it gives me false hope when I have to go in there and I think I need to use the stall.
Oh,
and I
also
think,
that's
sweet.
that's probably awkward too, because you're rounding that corner and you just see dude's back, and like he might turn around over his shoulder. That's got to be just weird.
No. So you go in. So like, okay, you go straight in, and everything's on the right, and so it's just one straight away. There's no corner.
Okay.
So I only see the door, and then I look, but then there's feet. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. For me, like, yes, it is inconvenient. It's not really a gripe though. For me, It's personal preference. Because because if I am in a crowded like event bathroom, I don't like peeing at the urinal because I don't know. It's just it weirds me out.
You get stage fright too?
It's not stage fright. It's like
Oh.
I'm afraid somebody's gonna come up and like just like bump me, and then I'm in the urinal. I don't like that.
You mean you don't go to the trough at Kentucky football games?
I do not. Let's
If
talk
I had
about
to
my
go to the
insecurities,
football
Lucas.
game, I just got to pee in my pants, man.
Well, you can go to the stall. Like that's what I do. I just wait for the stall to open up. I go in there, close the door, and I pee. I am insecure.
Like
I don't
at
like
movie
the
theaters, I have to go after the movie's over. I have to wait on a stall.
Well, I don't know. Like at the movie theater, that's a clean bathroom, and like there's plenty of room between the stall and urinals. So like I don't have the fear someone's gonna bump me into the urinal. Like, you know what I mean? Like
I just can't go when people are around.
Oh, I can. That's fine.
I have to go to a stall.
Have I told you all my gripe about when people talk in the bathroom?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I think
Sucks.
we talked about it,
Yeah.
aren't you?
I had it yesterday. Like I'm just sitting in there. I'm like, why? Like, what are you talking about? Like, why? This is such a weird place to talk about stuff.
Well,
Don't
especially
talk.
like if my peen is in my hand, don't talk to me. And if your peen is in your hand, don't talk to me. Like it's just weird. But there's a guy at work that I'll be in the stall pooping, and he'll like try to talk. It's
Yeah.
so freaking weird. I don't
It's
know.
like
Yeah,
an
no,
Austin
if-
Powers.
Like if I'm at a urinal or whatever, like whatever, I don't really care. But if I'm in a stall, that's me time. That's personal. There ain't nothing. Even if you try to talk to me, I ain't responding.
Here's okay. Let's say you're in a stall. Someone's in the stall next to you. Do you just kill it? Like, is that fine, or do you try to wait till the other person's done and leaves?
I mean, I just go.
What do you mean?
Like I'm
Like-
talking full on, just like loud.
It depends on how much pain I'm in.
So you would hold it until that person left?
No, it depends on like how bad I needed to go. Like when I left my desk. Like if I'm like this is an emergency.
See, I feel like I don't want, because here's the thing, my office isn't huge. I can tell who the people, like I walk with my head down, so I notice shoes, so I can tell you exactly who's in the stall next to me.
Oh, I can't do that. We
I
have too
don't
many-
know. I don't know if they can do the same, and I don't want to just up and like just.
That's why you gotta switch it up. That's why you gotta have like 6 pairs of shoes like I do.
Well, see, I have two
Yeah.
now. I started wearing my Sanooks, which are like the surfer moccasin things. They're so comfortable. They got like yoga mat soles. So I did switch
Are
it
they
up.
still?
God.
Are they the
Shit.
same ones you put in the dishwasher in our apartment?
Yes.
I still can't believe you did that.
I mean, I wash hats and shoes sometimes in the dishwasher.
But not with dishes. Like
That-
I'll
okay,
give you like
I'll
sure
get-
whatever you
I'll-
can throw it in
that's
the
a-
dishwasher, but don't wash it with dishes. That's disgusting.
That's my faux pas. I'm sorry, Lucas. But yeah, those. So I've been mixing it up, but I'm always scared of like just absolutely like blowing it
I
out.
mean-
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean I make an effort not to just like blow it away or anything, but if it happens, it happens.
Okay, let's stop talking about
I mean,
bathroom talk.
everybody does it. Okay,
Yeah,
let's get
'cause we do this so
let's move
much.
on.
Okay. So I got a topic, and it's not the what I was talking to you about before. Well, I mean, we could go back to the sticker talk. Like I made an Area 51 sticker last night. How do you guys feel about the Area 51 things?
I didn't understand it for the longest time whenever I saw it. I mean, it's been a week now or whatever, and I had no idea what it meant. And then I found out what it meant, and then I was just sad and over it.
I am not a full Area 51. I'm not like going to be like, all right, let's go storm Area 51. But I'm all about making fun of people that are that full hardcore. But also something it's been doing is helping the meme world. That's killing the meme world. Just like,
I haven't seen a good meme from it.
really? Oh,
Yeah.
my favorite is like, there's this doorway and then a silhouette of like a little like alien, and it goes, my alien when he throws up in the middle of the night. It's so good. I like it. They're like my buddy Robbie. His favorite one is when somebody says they can't shoot us all, and then shocked Pikachu, they shot one of us. But
Yeah.
I don't know if the guy, like, I'm sure the guy that made it was joking.
Yeah, he was. He came out and said he was.
And I don't know if some of the people are like, it's bad that I can't tell if some people are serious or not. That's what worries me.
It's a quick way to get some population control going up. So, hey, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, Dwight Schrute did say we needed a new plague. This could be it.
I mean, whenever the original petition or whatever group invite, Facebook chat invite, whatever it was, whenever that originally came up and it says we're all going to do the Naruto run so we can run faster than their bullets, the dude's just
Yeah.
being an idiot.
But
I hope.
I feel like the anti-vaxxers and then like the flat earthers that are on the movement are serious.
Yeah, well, they already show questionable
Questionable
judgment.
character, yeah. But that wouldn't be a bad way to help us as society to raise our IQ, like average.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know.
and
But
my-
yeah, I mean, I have a feeling, well, since it's in September, what is it, September 20th or whatever the date is?
yeah,
That they're all going to meet up on the east side of Area 51.
yeah, because there's desert on the other side, so you have to go from the east side because the road.
Technically, there's desert everywhere. But
Yeah, there's desert all the way
Yeah,
around.
but the
It's
road
Nevada.
comes in.
Is there any grass in Nevada anywhere?
I don't know. You're the geography expert.
Maybe some fake grass or something.
Like some
I'm
turf,
sure.
Matt.
Yeah.
I bet there's some around Lake Tahoe.
I thought that I don't know where
Yeah.
Lake Tahoe is.
Oh yeah, there's definitely grass like down here. This looks like the only place that there's grass though. Oh, there's some.
Did you just Google, is there grass in Nevada?
No, I'm looking at Google Maps.
I had a thought the other day.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. And it was if the government happened to think that this was real, that a bunch of people were stormed, they've already moved Area 51 into Area 52. You know what I mean? Like, let's say this is serious.
What
Let's
happened to
say
the 50 areas before this one?
they got stormed,
They all
Chris, and they
blew up.
moved them. But I'm just, everybody's like, oh, we'll go see the alien. If the government has aliens, this is a big if, and if they have something there they're trying to hide, they've already moved it. But like the people gave them too big of a window because it happened in July or June or whenever, and then it's not happen like the storm's not happening until September. They got some months there. They can get everything and
Yeah,
get
they
out.
could move stuff around. They can reinforce, bring in some more soldiers, and
Yeah.
develop some new technology that'll disperse a crowd.
Like you should have went when you're like strike while the iron's hot before they can do anything. You got to go if you're gonna do it.
That's kind of why it's like, since they're waiting until September, nobody's going to show up.
Nobody's gonna remember. This will
Like-
be done in it might make it halfway through August. That's what I'm saying. It might make
Yeah.
it August 15th, and then people forget.
The only good thing about this Area 51 crap is it kind of replaced the old people thing.
What do you mean by the old people thing?
The face app that turns people into old
Oh,
people.
dude, that got old quick.
It instantly.
Yeah. I did one for me, but I didn't post it because I'm not dumb. But I didn't even download that. My friend Greg, he had the app, which everybody, if you're a fan of the podcast, you probably have heard us talk about Greg. He's been on the show a couple times. But he had the app, and I'm just like, hey, do you have a picture of me? He goes, yeah. I said, do it to my face, and let's see it. But I don't want to post it. The whole posting crap, that just irks the pee out of me because everybody's old picture looks the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So don't do it. Don't do it because we've all seen the template.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just didn't think it was funny. I don't know.
Like 3 of them. Oh, that's hilarious. 10
Yeah.
of them. Okay, that you need to stop. Like it's dumb. But no, I thought that was cool. It's basically photo booth. Somebody's taken the old that came on the Apple, the first iPhone. There's the photo booth where you could do the decades of pictures. They just took that and brought it back up. and everyone's like, "Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, did you remember? Like, does this happen?" They just stole some ideas.
I mean, it's the same app. I think it's Face app. It's the same app that did the gender swap and all that kind of stuff too.
Yeah.
Like a month, 2 months ago, or whenever that was big.
Well, that one was big for 2 days maybe.
Yeah.
Because it came out the Friday before South's graduation. I took Samantha's little cousin took one picture of me and did the gender swap Saturday, and then that was the last I ever heard of it. Which is good because nobody's posting any more old pictures except for one of our friends from UK, Lucas. He did it and it was like a week old, and I was like, dude, if you're gonna do it when everybody else is doing it. Don't do it after the fact.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you who it was after the show. I don't want to just name drop, on air, but
I could probably guess. I don't know, maybe yeah.
I want to give you a hint because I want to know.
After you can give me a hint, I could probably nail it.
Yeah.
I have it narrowed down to like 4 people already, so.
I really want to know the people you have it narrowed down to. Okay, anyways. Okay, next topic. Friday I ate it because this will come out on Monday. I always do that when I tell time frames when I say yesterday and stuff on the show. But so Friday, I ate at a food truck in Manchester where I work. It was like a barbecue food truck, and I got like these barbecue potato kind of nachos. Like it was like what you get at Cheddar's, like bacon cheese fries, but it's barbecue and cheese and like peppers on top of grater taters or whatever. It was immense amounts of food.
Grater taters.
Do you know what grater taters are?
I have no idea.
So
I know what they are.
You put a potato on like a spiral, then you cut it
I know
spinning the potato, so it makes really thin curly Q, like
Next
flat.
you want to go to Dollywood.
Yeah, it's like flat curly fries almost.
They serve that at a restaurant?
No, food truck. Listen, Lucas.
Okay.
But it was so much food I couldn't finish it. And then me and the guys at work started thinking what is a food that you could eat immense amounts of? And Greg
Pizza.
said potatoes. Craig loves fried potatoes. So he finished his potatoes. He didn't finish all the meat, but loves fried potatoes. Chris, you said pizza?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody sits down and said, how much pizza could you you say pizza, but how much is that? How much is
If I wanted to, I could probably eat an entire medium Papa John's pizza by myself.
Okay, and you can't eat anything else more than that of any other food?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Not even close.
I can sit down and eat a large Little Caesars pizza like nothing. So pizza is one of mine. Lucas, what about you? What is a food that you could just eat nonstop?
Definitely ice cream.
I could kill some ice cream as well.
Ice cream, how much I eat of ice cream depends on the size of the container.
And how many
Like,
days you
for
want it to
real, though.
last. You're like, all right, I want this last 2 days. I'll eat this half today and that half tomorrow.
Well, no, I got to put it in a small bowl. Otherwise, I'll just put however much in the container and I'll just eat it.
Oh, gotcha.
It's like if I eat the small one, I'm fine. But if I eat the big one, I'm also fine. So it's ice cream is just something that is.
Ice
I
cream's
could just
great.
eat.
Because it
really
melts
like
and
ice
it doesn't take up a lot of room. It's
Exactly.
great. What I've found is I have a problem because I can do this with a lot of foods, and it's probably why I am the size that I am. But
Exactly. Me too.
cookies, I could eat cookies all friggin' day. It doesn't any type of cookie.
Yeah.
As long as I like the cookie, I'll eat it all day. Chips, as long as same thing.
Oh,
As long
yeah,
as I like the
chips.
chips.
The thing is, with some foods, after you eat, sure, I could eat a lot of them, but I would feel awful afterwards. And I'm sure there's a point with ice cream too. If I ate an entire carton of ice cream, I'm sure I would feel awful.
Yeah.
But with pizza, if I ate an entire large pizza, I would feel terrible. If I ate an entire bag of chips, I would feel terrible.
I would feel terrible about myself. Me as my body would be okay.
Physically, I would feel terrible.
No, see, that's the thing about these foods. I can just, it doesn't affect, yes, it affects my body because it makes me fat, but it doesn't affect, my stomach doesn't hurt, which is that's what worries me. It's my tummy's ooh, yes, I want more. I will not hurt because I want him to fill me up with this stuff. But anyways, cookies, ice cream, chips, pizza. Lucas, can you guess the last one? I lived with
Hot
you.
dogs.
No, not hot dogs. I'm not a big hot dog person. You can probably guess the next one. I ate it a lot when we lived together.
Oh, it's cereal.
It's so cereal.
Cereal is like nothing though.
I know, but I could eat. I used to get the big cheap Kroger bags, and it only lasts 2 days.
I know. I still remember waking up and just hearing rustling of a bag. Oh, finally getting it open, and then ding, 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 ding of the cereal pouring into the bowl, and then the milk, and then you walking over and setting it down on the bar, the table bar, whatever, and then with the milk next to you, and just the spoon going ding, 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 ding.
I always
And
sat in the
walking
middle
out,
chair of our
just
bar
look
too,
at me, bowl of cereal and a gallon of milk sitting right next to you.
because I wouldn't get a glass of milk. Like if I wanted to drink a milk while I was eating the cereal, I would just take one out of my jug of milk. Which is why Lucas and Luke had to start. Like Luke would sometimes borrow my milk to like cook, and that's fine. Like I was never mad about that. But then he saw me drink straight from the jug, and he stopped. He's like,
You
never.
need to chill, bro.
What?
That's not cool.
What? It's my milk. I bought the milk.
Yeah, I mean, I never used your milk.
Did you buy
I
the
also
milk
don't
to
like
share,
milk.
though?
So.
No, I bought the milk for me, but if
Oh.
they wanted some, I wasn't going to say, no, you can't have my milk. Go get your own milk. It was like, you can have it. It's just you have to live with the consequences that my mouth has touched that jug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wouldn't bother me, Kirby.
You're full of crap. You know it would.
It really wouldn't.
You were better friends than I thought, Lucas.
Depending on,
What I ate before it?
well, depending on how I used it. If I was using it to like cook something, then yeah, I would care less. But if I'm trying to think of a situation where I would just drink milk and I can't think of one, so I would be fine with it.
Yeah, Lucas isn't a big milk drinker. Luke would
I'm
use
not
it in
a milk
smoothies. Like he ended up getting his own. So like
Oh yeah, I
technically
did
you're
use it. I forgot about that.
because technically you're drinking it, but it's like mixed in with a bunch of other stuff, so you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, be
Yeah.
weird.
I would
Yeah.
probably be fine with that. Like if I was eating cereal or something like that, which I never eat cereal, but if I was, I probably wouldn't. I would probably still do it. It would probably work on me a little bit though. I'd have to get over it.
It'd be some mental warfare. I'm just like looking at you and looking at the cereal.
And it would also depend on how much milk is left in the jug.
Oh yeah, you know that.
If there's just like an inch left in the bottom of that, yeah, I hate touching it for anything.
Yeah, because I don't backwash. It's just like the possibility that some type of little morsel
Yeah,
of
it
food
could happen.
has gotten in there every time that I've taken a drink.
Right.
Oh my gosh. No, the worst thing I ever realized, my niece loves, like, she'll love to take a drink of like a cap drink. Like if it's Gatorade or water or whatever, she wants to take it from the bottle. She's 4 now, so she wants to be a big girl. And she's awesome. I love my niece. But the first time she started doing this, she put her whole mouth over the Gatorade thing, and I'm like, no. I don't know if you backwashed, but that's the way
That's how
that
it
you get.
happens.
Yeah. I was like, no. I didn't go like, no more for you. I was like, we gotta teach her
that's not
different.
how you do it.
Yeah. I was actually amazed that like a 4-year-old could get like their mouth over a whole Gatorade like opening.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I have another topic, and it's also what we've been talking about at work. So I know the definition of these because I looked them up. But what's the definition of a couple, few, some, and several?
Okay, a couple is 2.
Yeah, so that's universal. Couples 2. I think everybody agrees on that. What's a
Yeah.
few for you?
A few would be 3 or below.
3 or below? Okay.
Like 3 or 2, like just a few, like 3 or 4, maybe 4.
And then what is several to you?
Several would be 5 or more.
Okay, that's okay. Chris, what about you?
Couple's about 6.
Are you messing with us or are you being serious?
Yeah, I'm totally messing.
Okay.
With you. Let's see.
That would be a few couples.
That would be,
6.
yeah, you're right there. Because of the math.
That'd be a triple double date.
That would, yeah, no, it'd just be a triple date.
Triple date, yeah.
Yeah.
So a few's probably five or less, and then 6 or more would be several.
Okay, you guys are close to me. So a few for me, it's like a couple's 2 because universal couple has to be 2. That's how that works.
What about a handful?
Hold on. We're not there yet. We're not there. So and then a few is 3 to 6. Several is 7 and more for me. Just because several has pretty much 7 in the word, so I'm like 7 or more. That is that. And is some more than several for you guys?
Some?
Yeah.
No.
So some is less than several for you.
Yeah, like if I was saying I have some of this, I wouldn't be saying like, yeah, I wouldn't picture more than 7.
Okay.
Depending on what it is, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I would think some would be smaller.
See, some I would think it is all inclusive of few and couple. So anything below 7, if you say some, you're right. There were some people there. That's anywhere from like to like 7. So Chris brought up a handful. What is a handful to you, Lucas?
5.
See, that's what I'm thinking. Cause 5, like fingers. Like I was thinking, like that's how many things you can carry in your hand is 5. What about you, Chris?
12.
God, you got some massive hands. Big fist, Chris.
No, I don't know. Probably about 5 or 6.
So
This also depends. Are you talking about? Okay, so are you talking about people?
yeah,
Like
maybe people.
like a few people, a handful of people, some people. Because I'm trying to think. Because like
a lot of it
different
depends on
things
what
have
you're
different
talking about.
levels.
Yeah, it kind of depends on what we're talking about. So let's say people.
Yeah.
People.
Okay.
So you want to know the actual definition
Of what?
of like
Handful?
or no of like couple, few, and
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
so couple's 2, few is 3, several is more than 3, which I don't like because that I feel like that's too broad. But like narrowing it down, if you say 7 or more, I don't know. It's weird, but several I don't think means 3 or more. Or not more 3. It means like more than 3. Anything more than 3
like
is several.
4 or more.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of. I mean, that's. Yeah, I'm fine with that. That's not far off of what I said.
It just bothers me because 7 is pretty much in the word several. That's what bothers me, I think, is... Well,
How do you feel about October or September or December or November?
I don't...
This is Julius Caesar's fault.
It is. Or is it? I don't know.
It is.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we should just move our months around to where, like, January is now 12. Or not 12, it'd be 11. Like, say January is 11, February is 12. And then that means March is 1st.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Well, because then October, or September, October, November, December would all line up with their numbers. We just had a mind-blown thing. We're going to make the Better Than Static calendar.
But then my birthday wouldn't be 10/10.
You're right. It would be
8/10.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I know that sucks for you, Chris, but I think if we had a merch shop, that would be an awesome merch. But it'd be so confusing.
Yeah, mine would no longer be 7/7.
Mine would be 4/8 instead of 6/8.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would blow my mind.
Yeah, I don't like this at all.
You're vetoed, Kirby.
Well, I'm not saying I was before. I'm just saying it would be funny to put in a merch shop just to mess with people. It'd be funny.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's. Oh no, we could talk about the Marshawn Lynch quote. We're blazing through topics. So the Marshawn Lynch quote. Have y'all heard it? Lucas did before the show because I played it for him. Chris, have you heard it?
Well, I've heard. Is this new?
It's the one that came out this week.
I
It's
have.
the Get Got.
That's been out for years.
Oh, it
I
has?
know.
I don't know. I just found it. I just found it this week because Tim put it on Instagram.
Nah, dude, no, that's been around.
See, I thought it was
Yeah.
new. I didn't. I had no idea.
Mm.
But
As
anyways,
a Marshawn Lynch scholar,
Yeah.
I wrote the autobiography of Marshawn Lynch.
The man is a master class with words.
he's a wordsmith, dude.
He is. He's the greatest orator of all time. I know I'm gonna get got. I'm gonna get mine before I get got. It's just perfect.
Before I get got though.
Yeah, before I get gato. Cause here's the thing. Let's change those words to, well, I'm gonna get mine, cause other people are gonna get theirs, so I'm gonna get mine before they get me. Like it's so perfect, cause it's like shoot your shot. You know what I mean? Cause you're gonna get yours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's just gonna get his before other people get theirs.
That's right, and get him. I had never heard that before, and somebody put it on Instagram, and I was like, I love this quote. I'm gonna start living my life by this. You just gotta admit the fact. Yeah, somebody's gonna get me, but I'm gonna get mine too.
Yep. It's like I live my life by the I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Which I mean, yeah. I don't. I thought that was so dumb because this is like such an old topic, but why make him go to the press conference if he's not gonna say anything? You know what I mean?
Well, because that's part of like I'm sure that's part of his contract is that
Yep.
he has to do like so many minutes or hours or whatever of press during the Super Bowl or whatever. And it kind of brought out he went to the one the day before and left like 3 or 4 minutes early and got fined.
That's
And
dumb.
yeah, so the next day he went, that's all he said was I'm just here so I don't get fined. And as soon as his time was up, he just got up and left.
I want to live my life like Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a little bit of beast mode.
Have you seen the clip of him driving the go-kart or not the go-kart, the golf cart in college?
No.
Love it.
It's awesome. It's one of my favorite highlights of all time. He just like, I don't know if he scores a touchdown or if it's after the game or whatever it is. But he went to Cal and he went and got in the golf cart, like the training staff, and just started driving it on the field. He like ran and stole it and started driving it on the field. It was awesome.
Oh, Chris is playing it.
Just as good as WeatherTech.
Hold on, you gotta
No.
Chris mute it. You gotta mute it. We can't get. We'll get. I don't know. Get demonetized, but we're not monetized right now, so it doesn't matter. But Chris, you gotta turn down the volume. There we go. Okay. Now I'm watching said clip.
Yeah, I mean, he just like, I don't know why or how he's even like in the golf cart, but he's just in the golf cart, just rocking out, driving around the field. He's almost hits like 4 people. It's awesome.
I love how he just has like the one arm propped, like he's driving it one handed. Like what
Yeah.
up? Is that during a game?
Yeah.
That is amazing. I thought it was gonna be during practice or something.
No, it's right in the middle of the game. He scores a touchdown and then he just runs over and gets in the golf cart.
That's awesome. That's a man right there.
Yeah.
Also, whoever wasn't doing their job by watching the golf. Oh no, here. If you're watching that golf cart, like so, your job is to guard that golf cart. Are you telling Marshawn Lynch no?
You're right. Yeah, that's when you just kind of like, yeah, okay, I know I'm going to get in trouble for this, but
I'd rather
he's bigger
live.
than I am.
Yeah. So your boss calls you into his office. What do you say to that?
I gave him the keys.
I did what I had to survive, sir. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's survival of the fittest and smartest. Oh gosh. Okay, so do y'all have?
Apparently, he did an episode of Running Wild with Bear Grylls.
Yeah.
Where
I
do
feel
you know
like
where they
that
went?
would've been- Do what?
Do you know where they were running wild?
I think they're in Chile. Looks like.
So how long do you know how long they stay out with Bear Grylls when they do that?
Well, I don't know. It's an hour show.
Oh, it's all. Oh, well, obviously. It's not, well, hold on. What was that? Is that like him showing them survival techniques,
Yeah, they're
or
out in the
Yeah.
wilderness. Yeah.
but are they doing the normal Bear Grylls stuff?
Yes.
Okay, so he like they're staying a couple days, I guess.
Yeah.
I think I camp, but I never truly rough it. Like I don't Bear Grylls style rough it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna
You
rough
don't
it,
live off the land for a few days.
yeah,
or
I take
whatever.
some protein bars and some peanut butter, and
He
I make
took
it last.
he took Shaq into the Adirondacks. I watched that episode.
I, are you more comfortable if you're with Bear Grylls and you're out in the wilderness?
Not really, because
I mean, if I had to survive off the land, yes. But I would also be a little afraid of what he would ask me to do.
Yeah, I don't. If he goes, you got to drink your own piss. I'm like, no, I'll dehydrate before I drink my own piss.
Yeah.
ah,
I will dehydrate and lay here, and hopefully a bear kills me before I drink my own piss.
No.
I don't know. It's just that I'm with you. It would very much. I would be scared of what he asked me to do. Like I don't want to put a seal carcass on as a wetsuit. I don't want to just jump off of a waterfall and hope I don't die. I don't know.
I'd much rather jump off a waterfall than eat. Like I saw, it looks like he was squeezing like some giant turd to get water out of it.
Oh, it was moss.
It was moss.
Yeah, moss is a natural filtrator. So if you take a big clump of moss and squeeze the water out of it, it's drinkable. Like you can drink that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Which is a survival tip. It doesn't look glamorous. I think I would drink that because
So
knowing
which side of the tree was the moss on?
it's got to be on
Because
the
that's
north
the
side.
direction you want to go.
Yeah. You got to take note of that first. Oh man.
Oh.
I don't have any
And
more
always fill your
topics.
cup up downstream.
Yeah, because you don't want to get like just a bottle full of piss. The piss goes around your bottle if you put it downstream. But do y'all have any more topics? I don't have any more topics. Like anything you want to talk about? Lucas, what was your review of Spider-Man real quick? Because we talked about it last week.
I haven't watched Spider-Man.
What the frick? You need to go watch it. I liked it.
It's going to be August before I get a chance to do anything.
It's not as good as the first one. We all agreed the first one was really good, right?
I mean, I thought the first one was okay.
Oh, I think I like the second one better.
I liked the first one just because I'm like Mike. I like Michael Keaton a lot.
Yeah,
But
I thought Michael Keaton was awesome in that one scene where he dropped him off at the prom or at homecoming.
Yeah, and you know how you don't like how the bad guys are just bad. Like that's one
Yeah.
of your problems with Marvel movies. They don't do that. They have a good exposition of why Mysterio is the way that he is.
Yeah.
And I also really like the way they did Mysterio. I didn't think I was gonna like it.
I'm super pumped. I'm one of those people. I know they're out there, but I really liked Mysterio from the cartoons and the few comics that I read as a kid.
Yeah, no, he was cool in those comics. They
Yeah.
do him even cooler in this one.
Yeah.
I thought it was a really good rendition. I was worried about it from the previews and stuff, but they killed it, slayed it out of the park of how to do Mysterio. But for me, well, like Jake Gyllenhaal did great. I said this last week. Jake Gyllenhaal did great. It's just Michael Keaton. I love Michael Keaton way better, way more. Yeah, but I thought maybe if you'd seen it, we'd do like your review of it. Because we did a quick one last week, and we didn't do spoilers or anything, but it was still. I think our summary was that it was good. Chris liked it better than the first one. I did not. I think it's the sole reason Michael Keaton over Jake Gyllenhaal.
Gotcha.
But Jake Gyllenhaal's good. Like I like Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
I don't want to. He's never gonna find this, but like I don't want to say I hate Jake Gyllenhaal because I don't. He's funny and he's a good actor. Bubble Boy, I was like, what you could have done better, but
What about Okja?
yeah, Akcha. But overall, Jake Gyllenhaal, I didn't know how he was gonna do in a comic book movie. He did good.
Yeah.
Any? Wait, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I mean, Spider-Man may be one that I'll wait until it comes out on video to watch because it's not on the top of my list of movies that's coming out. So hopefully I'll get to it before.
I really want to watch Current War and Ford versus Ferrari. And the one that's coming out, I want to go watch Crawl. Crawl's supposed to be good. Crawl's supposed to be really good.
Okay.
Next week, well, it comes out the 26th or 27th, is Once Upon a
Yeah.
Time in Hollywood. And I
Yeah.
want to go watch that. And Samantha's
I
dad wants
really
to
want
watch
to
that
watch
too.
that. I also want to watch Yesterday. You can judge me however much you want, but it looks pretty good.
I want to watch Yesterday too. I just haven't. There's.
I like keep coming around on this movie.
You what?
And when I saw the first trailer for Yesterday, I thought that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
And then people, I was like, no, it's a dumb idea. I'm like, no, it's kind of original. Like,
No, yeah, people they're doing these original ideas more. Like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is original, kinda. It has historical things, but it's like it's an original idea.
Well, and it's a Tarantino movie,
Yeah,
so
Tarantino's gonna be
you
great.
know it's not going to be. Well, I'm not going to say it's not going to be bad because he has made some bad movies, but it should be good.
And I think Yesterday, you're right, Chris. It's original. There was another movie that you had said was an original. I think it was
Tag.
Tag. Yeah, yeah. I didn't watch that one. It was my mom and dad watched it. It looked entertaining. Though it looked great. But this one from the previews, I think it looked better because it was. I don't know. The tag thing seemed like they got into it really like a bunch, and it seemed a little out there. I don't know. What were you gonna say, Lucas? You looked like you were gonna say
I
something.
gotcha. So I just thought of something.
What?
So speaking of Tag, out of that cast, who do you think is getting ready to drop an album?
Jeremy Renner.
Yep. He's released 2 songs in the past week,
That's awesome. I
and
need
they're
to go
not
listen to those.
bad. They're
Well,
not
he's
bad.
music Hawkeye. Jeremy Renner. He's
Yeah.
Born last Born movie guy. You know who we're talking about,
He's not
Chris?
the Last Born movie.
Oh, he's not.
yeah, I know who Jeremy Renner is talking about. Yeah.
Okay, you said who? I didn't know if you didn't hear us or if you didn't know who we were talking about. But yeah, Jeremy Renner's got 2. You said 2 songs out.
Yeah, 2 songs. It's Main Attraction and Nomad, I think are the 2.
What kind of
At least
genre
the
are
2
they?
that I've heard.
What genre
Huh?
are they?
They're like kind of like I always suck at this, but I would put them in like an alt rock kind of position, not the type of alt rock that you listen to, but a similar vein.
So
It's
more.
very distorted and kind of like rocky.
So it's probably in the alternative because I listen to alternative rock. There's alternative which is kind of rocky, and then you have alt rock which is a little bit more hardcore. So yeah, okay. I
Yeah,
could
then
jam
maybe
to that. I could jam to
I
that.
mean, like I don't know if I would listen to them on a regular, but I was kind of expecting them to not be good, and that it wasn't bad.
I figured he would do like a blues kind of thing, or I don't know, kind of. You know how Hugh Laurie did his kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I figured it'd been along that genre of kind of not really classic, but kind of an era. I don't know what kind of music would that be? Where it's just kind of piano, like not show tunes, piano
no,
bar.
I mean
scene.
Hugh Laurie is blues, like that's
Yeah,
what
Hugh
he
Laurie's is
sings,
blues, but he has some
blues.
songs that you would like. They're just piano lounge music, and I thought that's
Yeah.
what Jeremy Renner would do, just him playing piano, singing. But that
Oh,
sounds
yeah,
good. I'm gonna have to listen to those later. That is cool. I listened or I watched a YouTube video probably last month, and it was celebrities that you didn't know were in
Yeah,
music,
could sing.
and I knew that Jeremy Renner was because he was on SNL that
Yeah.
one time and he sang, and then I knew.
I feel like he's also sung for a role before too, but I can't place it.
I can't either. And then another person on that was Ryan Gosling, but I knew he was because he was a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse kid or whatever.
Yeah.
I
I
can't
mean, he
remember the other
also
ones.
sang in The Notebook and La La Land and all of that stuff. So.
Yeah. I think it was before. It must have been a dated video because it was before La La Land came out because they didn't use that as one of his proofs that he could sing or whatever. But yeah. So I think we're gonna go ahead and end this episode. We're kind of at a sweet spot. I think I had fun talking with you guys this week. I'm glad you were back,
Yeah.
Lucas. Not that me and Chris didn't have fun. I haven't seen you in a while. I was worried if you were living or
Yeah.
not, and I was wanting to know how your MBA was going.
Dude,
I'm ready for that thing
I
to be
am-
done.
I see the end. I got like 2 more weeks, and I finished 2 of my main projects, and I got 1 more to go. And that's what I'll be working on all weekend. So hopefully I can get that wrapped up pretty soon, and then I'll just have 2 tests left, and I'll be good to go.
Then you can just coast out of there after you get those 2 tests out.
Yeah.
So everyone in the Better Than Static audience, wish Lucas good luck. And I don't know where he's got 2 weeks left of school and tests coming up. Don't know if he'll be on episodes much. Because his NBA is way more important than the show. So I want him to do good in that. But, hopefully he can be here when he can. But so it might be me and Chris doing solo shows, or we might have some special guests coming up. You never know. But always check in. We'll have some decent content for you. I guess it's decent. I mean, I don't know what you like or whatever. I liked this episode a lot. I had fun doing this episode. I know we did bathroom talk at the beginning, and we're sorry because we're gross people. But this is what we think about. We're raw. We're raw conversation of what you think about and are scared to talk to other people about. But if you have any questions or anything, or want to tell us stuff, you can hit us up on Twitter at BTStatic, or you can email us btstatic.pod@gmail.com. Hopefully, this episode has been better than static. We will catch you guys next time. Bye.
My name is Katie Cakes, and I am the host of Cake Bites, a podcast adventure through gaming history. I am just inviting you to come along with me on that journey while I interview people who have worked in and around the industry for the last 30 plus years to learn about their experiences and their perspectives, to learn more about an industry that is continuously evolving. I hope you guys will join me every 2 weeks when I release a new episode of the show on all major podcasting platforms. You can learn more about the show at cakebites.com.